It's a crazy old world. As the Johnny Depp case trial kind of rumbles on, Jurassic World Dominion, the second trailer, has landed. It's the follow-up to Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, which in turn was the sequel to Jurassic World. So this is the final part, or the third part, of the Jurassic World trilogy. A lot of people very excited, as am I, because we're going to see some of the old guard returning to our screens in the form of Sam Neill, Jeff Goldblum, and Laura Dern. The classics, the original, bringing the band back together. We're putting the band back together. We're on a mission from God. Am I right or wrong in sensing that there's not that much excitement with this? I know this is considered one of the sort of tentpole releases of the summer this year, theaters, cinema chains are going to be depending on it. There's great excitability that this is going to be one of the blockbusters, but you do generally find that with any of these franchises, upon the second and then the third installment, it tends to go, it's a sort of process of ever diminishing returns. You can certainly see that with the Fantastic Beasts third episode that's only just released, and that's really struggling to make as much of a hit as the previous two installments of that. So are we getting franchise weary? Do we think we could be getting franchise weary? I mean, obviously, places like Marvel do a clever thing of having franchises within their stable, if you know what I mean. So like we've got the third Guardians of the Galaxy coming, and maybe there's something sensible in the way James Gunn's saying it's the last Guardians of the Galaxy. Is this definitively going to be the last visit to Jurassic World? I think there's been something. Is this something like the sixth film? I think this is the sixth film in the total number of films that there've been. So, Jurassic Park, Jurassic World. What could come after that? Jurassic Universe or something like that. Anyway, my hope for this film, what we liked, I wasn't a huge fan of the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. We liked the first one, Jurassic World, because it introduced Chris Pratt. Bryce Dallas Howard was a lovely presence. I was getting sort of Harrison Ford vibes of Chris Pratt. Then I felt Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom came, and he seemed a bit buttoned up. He didn't seem as loose, Chris Pratt. It didn't seem as much, he didn't seem sort of as easy with the role, and so it was less funny. It was more stilted, and yet I felt that at the very end of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, it left us on the most sort of intriguing, promising, and potentially fruitful of endings, with the idea that, no longer are these sort of dinosaurs, these kind of DNA created dinosaurs, genetically constructed, reptiles. No longer are they on an island or in a park, but they're going to be amongst us. They're living amongst us. We're living alongside each other, like grizzly bears in Montana. These are the habituated dinosaurs. And how do we live alongside them? How can we live alongside them? I doubt it. I mean, if I was out on a Friday night and in my drinking days, I saw a velociraptor coming towards me, I'd have probably fancied myself in that instance, but I'd have had my face taken off. So let's check this out. This is the second trailer, possibly the last, for Jurassic World Dominion. Oh, there he is with his bike.
Blue, you had a baby. That's impossible.
Hey, girl.
You look just like your mother.
I promise you, I am gonna get her back.
Genetic power has now been unleashed.
We made a terrible mistake.
The doomsday clock might be about out of time.
If our world's gonna survive, what matters is what we do now.
I could use your expertise.
You coming or what?
A baby raptor? I made a promise we would bring her home.
You made a promise to a dinosaur.
Yeah. What?
Everybody hold on to somebody.
carnivore the world has ever seen.
Run!
See? Not so bad.
Last time I was in Five Guys, I said that about Nadia. That's the biggest carnivore you'll ever see. One detail in there that I absolutely loved was the way in which one of the dinosaurs essentially ate the head or bit in half an e-scooter rider. That's kind of how most drivers in London feel about e-scooter drivers. That's a good thing. I've also realised that in the event that there's an apocalyptic re-emergence of dinosaurs, you just need to do that. Just need to do that. Obviously, Chris Pratt has learnt that from Millie Bobby Brown as 11 in Strange Things, or rather the other way around, because he came first, didn't he? So just do that. That's all you need to do that. I quite like the dinosaur with the red feathers, because I can kind of feel where they're taking things. Do you not think that that dinosaur looks a bit like a dragon? Do you think this is how we're going to get to dragons? I think we're going to end up with dragons, don't you? Look good. Bryce Dallas Howard didn't say much in there. You know, is she going to be more than just the sort of woman looking on? Chris Pratt, no, there was no real humour in there, was there? Apart from Jeff Goldblum or Sam Neill's You Try to Reason with a Dinosaur. Jeff Goldblum's always great. Looking forward to seeing him in Thor, hopefully again. Laura Dern, come on, mate, get your knapsack. We're heading off again. And Sam Neill, what a lovely man. I have to say, and it's a bit of a clanger here, I've filmed Sam Neill cooking me dressed salmon. Oh, I kid you not. Yeah. I'm not entirely certain. I think I kind of understand why there's a bit of a sort of attitude to things. It could be good, could be okay, but I didn't see anything in there we haven't already seen before. And it's really hard when you've had the invention that Spielberg gave us of like the glass of water and the boom, boom. When you've gone from such subtlety to such sort of in-your-face roaring, it's hard to maintain that. You need to find ways of kind of injecting a bit more nuance, and I'm not entirely certain that was in there. What do you think, guys?